Chat. Chat. This is chat. So that it shows up on screen and everybody knows it's there when they walk in. Assuming anybody walks in. Anyway, Thanks Miss Prison is where we left off. I was gonna do, I don't know, something. Make a dormitory and a shop. Yeah, that's what I was doing. And these cells need doors to become cells. That's right, that's where I was. I remember. They're taking in some doors. And there's a fence here, so nobody can escape this way. Through this staff door, which, that's what it was. Chat tried to tell me, and I didn't understand, because we were talking about cats. Hey, 10. Good morning. I didn't expect you to be awake. It's just, you know, getting a stream in before you get your stream in, assuming you're streaming. I'm gonna build a... What walls are these? They look like brick. So I'll get a brick wall in here. Did I already construct? Yeah. Okay. Ah, come on, Chatty. It's not November, miss, anymore. It's, December. December-ween now. How are you doing this morning, E10? It's like, almost 4 for you? Got, what is this place? Mailroom. That's what it is. Checking out my prison, because I can't remember where everything is. Visitation, some cells, I need more guards, so I can see things. I should build a little security room. I'm like, hardly barely awake. I woke up a few hours ago, I ate breakfast, and now here I am, talking into a microphone to the internet. That's good. It's always good to be good. I am going to... How do I do a shop? Table, shop shelf, and adjacent to room. That's what I figured. The shower is not flooding. There's drains here. We need some items in here. Objects. Shop shelf. Hey, perfect. I think that's good. I need a shop shelf. No, that's what I was using. Shop front. Which goes into here. Magically. Right in front of the dormitory. Going to put in a door. And a metal detector. And look through my utilities to make sure that the metal detector will get power. And the dorm needs power too, actually. That should connect to the entire room. Somebody's got a needle. Ooh, picture. Alright. You can get off my screen now. Ooh, I can move it. I didn't know that. That's pretty neat. And there will be a shop. And people will sort shops. Oh, I need a table. Here you go, one table. I think that's for people to put all their, like, goods on so that they can sort them onto the shelves. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Look at all these stuffs in here. Search cell block. Make sure there's nothing bad in there. And this one needs like bunk beds and toilets. No contraband, that's good. So I will slowly drop in several bunk beds. That works. And a little toilet hall. And another door. Well, I mean wall. You know. So that they can have their little toilet hall. And back into utilities. Your chat is totally on stream. Pull down all the water. Probably through the opening. And cover all these toilets and pipes so that they function. Oh, the game is on Steam. Sorry, I misread it. Yes, it's on Steam. My brain's like half here. I should probably put a metal detector here too. Do you have any questions about the game besides it being on Steam? Like, is there anything you want me to explain? Oh, okay. The power will reach that metal detector, and it'll be fine. And now it's a functioning dormitory. It's got toilets, but the pipes aren't connected, so they can't use the toilets. And I think I'm going to hire more guards. It is totally not early. I woke up at 11 p.m. Now it's like 3 a.m. I went to bed at like 5 p.m. Ten guards, that'll do. It's just my brain's not totally connected yet. I take way too many hours to wake up. What am I gonna put in those offices? Let's look at bureaucracy. Yes, totally. Best guards. They do almost nothing. I don't know if I want to research micromanagement right now. Tools to micromanage. Unlocks food logistics, which is pretty nice. Deployment scheduler, which is also nice. And reform program scheduler, letting you manually override the daily schedule of programs. I guess that's nice, but I'd rather have intelligence. And dogs. Dogs are cute. I don't need legal just yet. I do need a little guard room, though. And it should be, like, over in this area where, like, people actually are. I can have 59 prisoners? Wow, that dormitory is really good. I wonder if I could put in more beds. I'm not sure. That's a lot. I do need to go into logistics and set up prisoner labor. Room quality. 6 squares per prisoner, 12 squares per prisoner, and 18 squares per prisoner. Shower head per 4 prisoners, TV per 4 prisoners, a radio, bookshelf, a chair, a pool table, outdoor window. I will give them outdoor windows, actually. That will be nice for them. Large window. There you go. Have a nice view of the fence. Some windows all along here. Here you go, prisoners. The main goal is to build up a prison and have your prisoners not riot, and if they riot too much, then you lose the game. But there's no real end, it's just micromanage and manage for as far as you really, really can. Like, most people, their goal is to get their prison to about 1 million, and then they sell it and make a better prison. So they make more money, and it's just a constant cycle until you get bored or you lose. And I'm like on normal mode because I have a normal warden. I can't really show you the wardens. Actually, hold on. You guys. Temp save. Save. I will show you real quick. Different wardens do different things. Halves the likelihood of receiving prisoners who are violent, lethal, volatile, deadly, or fighters. Those guys are scary. They will punch you, and they will punch your guards, and then they will riot, and it's just not good. She halves the likelihood of prisoners being stoical or fearless. That way, their punishment actually works on them, and prisoners are suppressed twice as quickly, which makes them compliant. So that they're, you know, okay and don't riot. Guard dogs have a 50% chance of fully uncovering any tunnels they detect. Prisoners can dig tunnels in their cells, and they usually work together in groups to create an escape tunnel throughout various cells. So they're hard to detect and they suck. It's not good. Reduces the overall temperature of your prison, making your inmates less likely to cause trouble. That one's kind of self-explanatory. And she gets a small cut of the resale value of each piece of contraband found, so I'd get more money for my prison, but I don't really need that. In the beginning, it's tough, and you're always scraping for money, but when you get to the flow of the game and you can understand it, and you don't over-plan and build too big, then you have enough money to slowly build up. Prisoners found with contraband will be fined directly from their savings. So it says the same thing kind of twice. You get some contraband money and you find prisoners for that contraband, so you get twice money. Fog of War is... Hold on, let me go back. Is you can't see an area in the prison, and you need guards or cameras to see inside that area of the prison. A guard must be manning a camera station to see inside the prison. Generate forests. You'll have trees on your prison. Like, can you see the trees over on the side here? You can cut those down, and if you're struggling for money in the beginning, you cut them down, and you basically get free money, which is what I did at the beginning of this. Not today, but beginning of my prison option. Generate buildings. You'll have to destroy those or use the buildings as part of your prison, but that costs money and it makes it a little extra harder and a little extra annoying. Failure conditions. If you have riots, bankruptcy, too many deaths or escapes, I'm reading from the text, then you fail and they throw you in your own prison that you need to escape. I don't know if that's still a thing since there's an escape option gameplay now, but that's what it used to be at least. Like, this game is just out of alpha just a few months ago. Gangs. I turned gangs off in my prison. Basically, I have all the defaults, the failure conditions, the forests, and the fog of war. I don't have gangs. Some prisoners will arrive with gang allegiances. They cause riots, and it makes it not good for your prison, but they're also like little gang leaders, so as long as there's no rival gangs, which there always will be, eventually, as long as there's no rival gangs, then it's totally fine, and they're not gonna fight over an area to, like, take over. Like, I have a yard, and if one gang claims the yard, then several other people who are not in that gang don't get to use that yard. And the people who aren't in the gang, who are in no gangs, they, I think they have to pay a fee to use the yard, but I'm not entirely sure. Events. That's like adding kitchen fires, broken walls, just random extra challenge. No E10, there can be several gangs. It's like the opposite of the Escapist. Yeah, it is. The Escapist was pretty cool. Hey, Spunk DK. I'm not sure who you are because I've never seen you before, but hello. Wow. My voice. It's breaking. Unlimited funds. That's just, you know, like it says, pure sandbox mode. Then you don't run out of money, and it's totally cool. So my warden is this guy. He's balanced, he doesn't really get anything extra, he's just regular normal mode. And then there's prison size. I started on medium, but small is your standard. Oh, this is medium. Never mind! Small is like, just this corner here is what you would start with small. And you can unlock expansions, so this gray area here, 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 and up here, eventually, when you unlock it, you can buy more area for your prison to be in. So, right now, I only have 59 prisoners. And no riots, wow. Only 59 prisoners. And... what was I saying? 59 prisoners, and people usually go into the... about 1,000 is where you get your million monies, or 300 or something like that. Wow. 300 and 1,000 is a big gap. School is boring everywhere, Spunk DK. But, yeah. You have to pay attention just a little bit so you make the grade to pass. Then there's, the prison has a laundry room, and prisoners work in it. They clean the laundry, they make some money. If you mouse over a prisoner, see, this guy has $1.30 on him. So if he works, he gets more money. And I think prisoners get an allowance, like every day, but it's like a few cents. And then they can spend it in the shop, which actually benefits the prison. And there's a library. Nobody can read yet because they haven't passed school yet. So I have 2 classrooms. One for the most, like the lowest school for prisoners, so that they can learn to read and write and stuff. And then there's like, I don't know, I guess it would be like a high school or something. And then they can come in here and read, and they'll be happy. And then there's this guy. He was probably making something. Installing something, a workman, because they install stuff. You just start a new game in sandbox mode and mess around to show off some of the stuff in the game. Also, with all the stuff turned on, if you want, nobody can read their LOL. 2 classrooms, 1 prison. Yep. I don't know if I'll restart. I mean, I have these archived on YouTube, if you're interested. But aside from just me, there's the official Introversion YouTube has all their alpha videos up there, and they explain it month by month, all 36 or so months of alpha, what they added to the game to make it really cool. And the videos are about a half an hour long, but they're really fascinating. And that's probably what started me into Prison Architect. Like, I'm not really a management game type person, but Prison Architect is really fun. So, every little guy needs an office. You got a warden, an accountant, a chief. He's like the police chief inside of the guard chief. And a foreman. He oversees all the, like, physical work, like the workmans, the There's some janitors around here. He unlocks prison labor so that the prisoners can go clean. There's gardeners. This guy's taking out garbage. There's an accountant who helps with your finances so you can get more grants and get more money. Here are the grants, if I can find them. Alright, so you take a grant and you get some money up front, and then when you meet all the requirements, you get more money. For this one specifically is a total of 20,000. So there's a whole bunch of these. I'm gonna pick this grant. Basically, it tells you what you need. You unlock education, you build a classroom, 20 school desks, 10 prisoners will pass the foundation education. That's cool, that's cool. It is a really fun game. Have one prisoner pass the general education course, and that the general education is like the prisoner high school I talked about. And that's what they're calling it, general education. Teaches them the stuff beyond reading and writing. And this guy, a janitor, he's like cleaning clothes if the prisoners don't. That way everybody gets clean clothes. If they have dirty clothes, they're gonna be cranky. And that's what this danger thing is about. And if they're cranky, that's not good. Then they start rioting. And then I lose the game. So it's a balance. If you want to be a nice guy and you want to make sure that everybody has all their needs taken care of, there's even a needs button here. Policy, regime, needs button. Like if they have toilets, if they get enough sleep, their food, their safety, hygiene, which I have several showers around here, 1 shower per block. I really only have 2 blocks. I should put a shower outside here for the dormitory. Somebody left their mailbag here. Well, swinging an iron around is after it's clean. Because, like, there's these laundry machines that wash and dry. It just makes it easier in gameplay. I don't know if they exist in real life, but that's really cool. But they have other needs like recreation. Like, that's where this common room is for, because they can have a radio, a TV. Some people will need to read books, and that will get rid of their recreation need. And a pool table. And there's this psychologist here. He is in the common room because he will run both the Alcoholics Anonymous, whatever the game calls it, and the, if you're being violent, he will set you up in a chair in his office over here and talk you through it. And then there's comfort. Like out in the yard, there's some benches. Benches make them comfortable. Blankets make them comfortable. Sleep makes them comfortable. Then there's environment. If the place is too dirty, they're not going to be happy. If they have privacy, their own cell, they're going to be +2 to happiness. I don't know if it's actually +2, but they're going to be happier for it. That's why this dormitory is a bad idea, but it's an experiment, so I figured I'd do it. He's not floating above the chairs, he's just, you know, a little sprite dude. That's what they do. And these metal detectors are like everywhere to catch, like these saws here. That alcohol, because alcohol is metallic, I don't understand. The guards take them, and when they have something on them, they get thrown into solitary. And that just makes them comply better. Hi, Dark Pock. There's, I already covered privacy. Freedom, I'm not really sure what that is in terms of prisons. Maybe it's just not being in solitary or lockup all the time. If they have clean clothing, they're happier. They have a drugs need and an alcohol need, but I don't want them to have those. They have some prisoners, not all of them, but some prisoners have a spirituality need. and I built a little chapel for that. So it's not really a chapel as in a Christian chapel, it's got pews and stuff for random religion. It's got a phone booth because that just makes them happier. Takes care of their family need up here. They could call their family and be happy. They have like little prayer mats, and each day a different type of religious leader pops in, like Hindu or Muslim or Christian, or that's all I can think of, but there are like a whole bunch of them that I can't think of. And it's really cool, and they're really neat little sprites. But if you take care of their needs, then they're happy and less likely to riot. However, you can go into bureaucracy and unlock legal, which gives you teeny tiny itty bitty cells that you can work with, like 1x1 cells, where they don't even need a bed or a toilet, and it's terrible conditions, and it makes them very sad, but you can keep them in lockdown forever, and the guards will just bring food to them. And so they have no freedom, none of their needs are taken care of, but they don't riot because they can't get out. I think technically they just pee all over the floor because you don't put a toilet in there. You could probably put a drain on the floor, but yeah, that's what that's all about. So there's like two extreme ways to play the game. You could be the good guy or you could be the supervillain like E10 said. Yeah, it wouldn't be economical to have a different room for each religion. That's why multi-faith prayer room, that it labels it as chapel just to make it easier. And so sometimes prisoners, logistics, prison labor, if they pass kitchen safety and hygiene, they can work in the kitchen. And none of the qualified prisoners really want to work in the kitchen. But if they did, then they could cook and start feeding everybody. And then they always have food. Well, if they pass parole, it doesn't let me click and tell you who is up for parole. But they have like a 35% chance of passing parole, and then they're free. But they're not free, it's just the end of being in the prison for those guys. In real life, I think they have to be monitored, and if they do something illegal again, even if it's just a misdemeanor, they're thrown back into prison, and a misdemeanor is like the lowest crime, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I would want to use the floor as a toilet, even if there's a drain in it. Prison sounds horrible, and I don't think I would set up a prison like that until I get really frustrated with these prisoners, which could happen. I don't know, but there's like mud and stuff in here, probably from playing out in the yard. And janitors and prisoners who work in the cleaning cupboard will actually clean this up eventually. Let's see if there's anybody working in here. I'll just put in... No, I don't need max jobs. Just like 4 of them. 4 of you guys here. This was caught. This here... This stack of ingredients, this guard must have searched it, and there was like a drill in there. So I'm gonna search the cell block and make sure there's no more contraband in any of this potatoes and cabbage. I can give them a more variety meal. Where is that? I can give them a bigger variety of meal, but it's cheaper to have a low variety. $6 a day. And just give them a whole bunch of food? In this, I can adjust the parole cutoff to 35% or 100%. So 35%, that's their reoffending rate. If they are 35% more likely to commit another crime than they're out on parole. But if they're anywhere above that 35%, they have to stay in prison. They do actually have a drill's need. It's intelligence in here. That's my intelligence. Their need, they don't actually want weapons. There's no supply for weapons, and there's very little demand. But tools, there's a demand for tools, but no tools around. And they want drugs. They want some drugs, but there's a big supply of drugs. And there's a huge supply of luxuries, but they don't really want them. Don't update your phone? That's a bad idea. Unless it's a good update. This prisoner just punched his cell. I'm gonna pause it and actually search his cell. And also him. Search prisoner. And a guard will come by and search him and tell him to quit punching his bed and his toilet because he's flooding everything. I think I need to start putting a drain in these cells. Oh, you're watching on your phone. Okay. He might be on drugs. No, he's just a volatile prisoner. That just, he's causing trouble for no reason. I guess it's a dwarf fortress for babies. I am a baby. I am going to put a drain in these cells. Guard? Guard. Get in there. Alright. People are starting to riot. They are not happy. Most prisoners say they're well treated, but I'm gonna put more drains in these places. Bunch of garbage animals. How dare you? Some of these guys are fine, but a lot of them are like, hey, I feel like punching myself for no reason. Sometimes they're on drugs, but usually it flashes a little, like, yellowish overdose symbol, and a guard takes them to the infirmary. And then they get all better with, like, one shot. I mean, they're still addicts, and they're still going to overdose occasionally. But one shot just cures them, and then they're on their way. Nobody's escaping, are they? No? Okay, good. Because these are my, like, safe gates, road gates, so that nobody escapes. And all these fences here, it looks pretty secure. I could do that, but the cells would have to be a little bigger than that, and they would be very sad. That's why I have this dormitory over here. I probably need some drains over here. Drain, drain, here we go. There we go. That'll fix the drains. I should make like a little solitary block because this right here is only 4 cells and it's kind of garbage. This guy is having his parole hearing right now. Do you pass? He needs hygiene. He wants to go to the bathroom. He has $32. I can put 2 inmates in a cell. I think he passed his parole because now he's free. Like, the guard just let him out. Yep, it says released. Good job, dude. Now you're free. Free! Get out of here. Get out of my prison. Open up more room for more prisoners. Out you go. Good job passing parole, by the way. Just gonna walk on the road. The cell needs to be big enough for all the inmates. I can't remember how many inmates it is, though. This guy. Sent him to solitary for 6 hours. He's like punching stuff for no reason. You can manually punish them. That's what I just did. He can still be in normal security, but he is volatile. Doors like having individual rooms, so I bet prisoners do too. Yes, they do. They have a privacy need. And if that's not met, then they start acting up. Except for the volatile people, who just act up for no reason. I'm going to actually search this entire cell block and make sure there are no tunnels. And this one too. Just makes it easier. All inmates, smallest solitary possible. The smallest solitary possible is just a 1-block room. Like this is 2 by 1, and I put a toilet in here. They don't need a toilet for it to be solitary. I just felt like being nice. No, E10, are you okay? Oh, look. Spiritual guidance. Paramats and pews. At the same time. Soon as never in Zelda time. I'm gonna put in more pews. They can walk on them. I don't mind. Can you guys see everything and also the chat? Because I don't want to be blocking anything important. These guys have cell phones. Guards are searching the cell block. Uncovering all of this contraband. Wow, there's a lot. I should have done this search sooner. Wow, that's a lot of contraband. And they get thrown in solitary for every contraband found. It like stacks up. This place is filthy. I think I'm going to actually hire more janitors. Hopefully people will start going in the cleaning cupboard and fixing things. Little spiritual leader there. Still teaching. This guy looks bored. Look at him. Look at those eyes. So shifty. Now I should add more doors to these cells. That way I can accept more prisoners. Hire 2 more guards. And find some doors for these guys. There we go. I get a feed all prisoners meter, so I can see if everybody ate and if they're happy. I totally forgot about the whole awards thing. I wanted to see it, but I forgot. It wasn't that important to me. I'll probably find a summary online anyway. Look, see? The little prisoners are cleaning up. Making their horrible home a nicer place. Going to actually add more pipes here because that looks like it was blinking. I don't want it to blink. I want more water and more water pressure so that it works. Make sure nobody else is blinking. Am I missing a toilet? No, I just left that there. All right. I'm still gonna call it a dormitory, but I'm going to add showers in here. Guys, come on. Not you. You seem to be okay. Maybe. I'll throw you in solitary for 6 hours. And you for 12 hours. That'll take care of it. Well, it's not really missing, I just didn't put it there. These guys are like cleaning, but it's not working because this guy is awful. Why are you doing this? Stop it. Punching toilets for no reason. He's not a nice guy. Now he's punching beds. He's volatile. That makes sense. Alright. Yeah. There's a drain here, bunk bed here, toilets here. And these blocked areas just need to be cleaned. These prisoners are jerks. I guess I need to set up like a little like volatile area for volatile people. May as well do it up here. I'll put in a little kitchen and it'll be fine. I need fence and I don't know where I put fence. There. As soon as they build the fence, then I can take down some fence or put in a staff door or something. And turn all the volatile people into, like, supermax security. Like, I could change their security. This guy is normal. He could be minimum, maximum, protective custody, and supermax. Protective custody, it just gives you more categories so that you can separate your prisoners based on what they do. I have no idea what you said, E10. And this guy is... I don't know what he's doing. Are you sorting stuff? Found luxuries. He needs to be searched. Like, here's a shop with a bunch of books and stuff. Random candy bars. This kind of looks like Pringles. Not sure what this red thing is. Could be anything. But yeah, shop to sell their money. Yeah, sell their money. That's totally words. And soon these guys will stop punching the beds and the toilets for no reason. I also need a little security area, which I might put here or over here somewhere. That way it sort of accesses the whole of the prison, but it's also out of the way. Because when you have a security room, you can have confidential informants, and they will tell you where a bunch of contraband is if they can access it. So the security room actually needs to be within the prison so that the guards can take the prisoners there. Toilet Punch as a band name. Yeah, probably. What kind of band would it be? Metal? Punk? Probably punk. I'm gonna go with punk. I'm also going to take a sip of this water. Water. You use magic. That's how you get things redelivered. That guy had a luxury. I'm gonna have to start making solitary cells. Foundation. We'll go with brick, and we'll just do it over here. That will just be a solitary cell place. Just use a regular door. Watch them construct it. If they're constructing this, then they probably finished that fence up here. Yeah. So I'm actually going to put a staff door over here until further notice. In repairs, they take away my money. My poor money. So I'm going to pull out the planning tool to make sure that I got this. Make sure there's a hallway. Because I didn't even measure, I just put down a foundation. That works. Brick walls for everybody, but only solitary. And they don't get windows because no windows for them. I'm actually going to dismantle this door and use regular doors for the solitary cells. And put a solitary door up here. I mean, they'll be in handcuffs, so they'll just kind of listen. And I don't technically need electricity over here, but just so that I can see what's going on, I am going to pull some electricity over here. Just a little bit. Just so I can see. Now I need a solitary door. Actually, solitary door will be last. No, I'll add it. It's just if you add the door, the solitary door, these guys are going to be like, oh no, I can't get out. I'm going to lock this open for now. Since all the rooms are up, I'm going to turn them into solitary cells. And it's just one by one instead of being nice. Because they don't deserve nice. Not if I'm throwing them in solitary. This doesn't need to be locked open anymore. Normal. I have tons of solitary cells in case anybody acts up. What else can I do here? I guess these are solitary cells for the good misbehaviors? It's all regular doors and stuff. I'm gonna dismantle all these things in here. And unsolitary these rooms. Also going to dismantle this. And a guard will take them away and it'll be fine. Clear indoor area. That'll take away everything in there, including walls. Maybe not foundations, though. Gonna search the cell block here. Search the cell block here. Come on, search the cell block. Please? Thank you. Going to search the dormitory. And I might station a guard in here. Like, just to have a guard in here. Makes it easier, so I can see. Your phone lives! Hooray! And now with that done, I can start building up the volatile cells in here. And I don't need this piece of fence, but I guess I'll leave it. So I will start planning that. Cells need to be 2x3 on the inside. 3x4? What is this, a luxury cell? I don't think so. Yeah, 2x3 on the inside, so I could just make walls around that. And that's the minimum cell for now. That'll keep everybody away. This area will be maximum only. That way when I do build the cells... Yeah, random palm tree. I can dismantle it and I can sell the wood. There's also these trees here too. And maybe some pine trees. Yep, here we go. Yep, whole bunch of weird different trees all together. And this random location that they're not going to actually call America, but it's with dollars and orange jumpsuits. But yeah. I don't think I like this planning. Then it touches the fence. I don't want it to touch the fence. I'm gonna pull it down one. But this is fine. Make sure I got all that right. 2x3. Yep, there we go. How many cells can I put in here? Then they'll get their own little kitchen and canteen. That'll do. And like maybe a mini yard up to the side here. Yard, 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 yard. I'm gonna type it. There we go. Their own little mini yard. Is it? I guess they need a common room? No. No, they can suffer. But I will put a little weights bench in their yard. And a regular bench. And they can punch it. Just like they always dreamed. Should be a little shower area. Where's my planning tool? This can be their shower. I'm gonna put the kitchen and canteen off to the side over here. Objects. How big are these? 4x3? That's what I thought. Make sure I get a whole bunch of 4x3s in here. For a little table set. There we go. Little kitchen, they need a sink, 2 fridges, and a cooker. How big is the sink? 1x3, okay. So there's gonna be a wall here. door here. Ooh. I also need... Yeah. Over here, 1 by 5 is their serving table. If I plan the objects, then I can make the room just small enough. Then I can plan the sink, 1 by 3, a bin next to the sink, two fridges, a cooker, probably a door over here, and some walls. So it's like a whole separate prison just for that. Door here. Maybe just adding things, so this was a shower, this is a canteen and a kitchen. These will be cells that I should just put a wall over here. So it's oddly shaped. I can actually fix that. It doesn't have to be a really big kitchen. I could put a door here and a door here. Get them to the yard. Shower here. And maybe a little common room. Like, just between. And that will be the security. Not the security room, but the maximum security. So I guess I'll make the shower longer. Not that they really need it. So it might be a little infirmary or something. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll see how this works. Put in doors, their own little closed system of volatile people. Yes. I will give them a concrete foundation. I will look at the rooms and make sure that this yard is okay. And I will actually, this is like the cruelest of the cruel, put some fence over here. And these will be their solitary cells. Because it's cheaper if it's outside. There is no indoor requirement for solitary cells. Weekend! Yes! It's like sort of weekend here. Does Friday count? Put some doors here. Since there won't be too many cells in here, it'll be fine. I'm actually going to put a staff door here and here. Regular door here. They'll figure it out. These will be their outdoor solitary. Totally works. No indoor requirement. Friday counts as a weekend, I think. And then I guess the security room has to be around here somewhere. Maybe right here? Like this area? Then I could start like building walls in here. There's already like water close by, so pull some water directly from the water pump. Outside their cells so that they can't dig through it. I think I should pull it down here too. Yes, they can make a tunnel through the dirt, and they can also make a tunnel through Oh, not in solitary, though. They don't have any tools in solitary, because when they're thrown into solitary, all their weapons are taken. So that just makes it a little easier. And the AI basically just makes them comply when they're in solitary, so it's totally fine. Did I drag electricity through here? I did not. I am a terrible, terrible person. There you go, 1 electricity. I'll actually make a temporary staff door over here. Just makes it faster. And then I'll probably take the staff door away after I put a little security room over here. I will make a brick room. There we go. Objects. A door. But if they dig with their hands, it's gonna hurt. I don't know. It's just that their AI doesn't really allow that. Hello? How is everybody in the chat? It's been a while since I asked. It is very dark in here. I hope they start building these lights soon. It is a very interesting game. I know. The power of Prison Architect. It's pretty cool. Here I am, mostly silent, building a little maximum security over here. Oh no, not nightmares, I'm sorry. Although it must be a relief to wake up from nightmares. Maybe I won't have wall there, but I'll have wall here. I do want them to have a shower. No water. I'll just put drains there. The prisoners are all down here. Some of them are eating food. It is food time. I can reschedule that if I really wanted to. And I have. But I like the schedule as it is right now. So I have 2 cell blocks right now. And they seem to be going fine, except one of these guys over here in this dormitory keeps punching holes in the beds and the toilets, and it's getting really obnoxious. So I'm building a second cell over here where it's more isolated. They have their own kitchen, they have their own yard, and I will put all the punchers in this section. And that'll make life a little easier for me. So I'm building up cells. Put a bed here. Yeah, they're kind of terrible people. Some of them aren't so terrible. Hey, what are you doing in here? This is not your area. Get out of here. Go in regular security. Get out of here. This place isn't for you. I guess when I built the door that it changed it. Or when I built these solitary cells outside. Something changed it. Somebody had a spoon. I hope they're thrown into solitary. There's like a big solitary block down here. They don't need toilets. I'll just be cruel. They can stand in a hole in the wall. That's what they get for misbehaving. There's a shop here, so they can buy like random goods, like playing cards. Get off the objects. newspapers, dirty magazines probably, a different magazine or a book, deodorant or something, some books, shampoo, soap maybe, Pringles, candy bars. I'm not sure what this red thing is. Maybe a different type of candy. Chips in a bag. This whole shelf looks like it's candy up here, so. No toilet. Nope. They don't deserve toilets. Not when they keep punching toilets. I'm actually going to, because of the nature of the people that I'm putting here, put drains in these doorways. Because they are of the volatile nature, or they will be when I maximum security them. And they'll be stuck in here. Let me just make sure that this is also maximum security. Staff. Staff? Staff. This one should be staff only. Chocolate? Yeah, probably. Prisoners probably like chocolate. And the red one? Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Oh, playing cards. Yeah, that's what that was. Maybe if I zoom out, it'll be more obvious. Nope. Just looks like a weird candy to me. Could be a Kit Kat. An unbranded Kit Kat, because that would be, you know, stealing. People aren't allowed to do that. Red could probably be Kit Kat. UK candy? I don't know. They are from England, so. What am I looking for? Windows. That's what I want. The good behaviors can have a window, and worse cells won't have a window. So if some of the volatile people behave better, they'll get a window. And that'll actually show up in room quality grades if, you know, after I put doors in here. I am going to objects, drains. There we go. Shower heads. I can actually make freestanding shower heads. I don't need a wall there. I don't specifically assign beds, but I can make sure through deployment that this one is maximum security prisoners only, and I can manually turn this normal prisoner into a maximum security, and that's what I'm just going to do. I hope they don't drop soap. Soap's expensive. It's not really expensive. Trying to ruin the joke. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. It's what I do. Some guy had a saw. So he gets thrown into solitary or in lockdown. There you go. This room has no electricity. So I will electricity it. And I will check on my electricity and make sure that it is all well and good. The red power is how much power I'm using. And it's fluctuating just a little bit. And when it gets all the way to the top, all the power shuts down and I'm going to need a new power station and more capacitors. But I don't have anything that really needs a lot more power. So it's all good for now. I mean, every time I add a, I'm gonna need a door here. Jail door. Every time I add a metal detector, which I can never find on the list, so I have to type. Every time I add a metal detector, it adds a lot more electricity. Like more than normal. So I'm just gonna add one here. I need them anyway. I'm also going to put a metal detector in this area as well. They need to be directly powered, and that's why I pulled the power cord to it. I'm gonna lock this open because the workers don't actually have jail door keys, only the guards do. But the workers have staff keys, so they really should just be using the staff door, but they don't. Hooray! Almost done with school! You can do it! Going to power all these little shower heads with water. Water power. I am going to drag utilities into this place so that the toilets have somewhere to drain. And I'm going to actually add toilets because rooms require toilets. Cells require toilets. I'm probably just gonna have a guard stationed here like all the time. Make sure they behave. They're terrible, terrible people. Which means I can put a little patrol right here. There you go. There, another guard or two. These guys. He's volatile. I'm just going to put him maximum security right now. Since these cells are shared locations, he doesn't get moved up here right away. I'm gonna have to turn this into maximum and minimum security. And this guy punched a hole in his toilet too. So he gets to be maximum security. And eventually he will be moved up here. And then they can cause trouble over here instead. And that's what you do. Or at least that's what I do. That's how I do it. It makes it easier. Which is not necessarily something you need to do. Going to search the cell block. Actually, I'll just do a shakedown. Wow, that's a lot of contraband in just so little time. Look at all that. That'll take care of their supply, but not so much their demand. They had weapons and tools. The shakedown will take care of that. I'd probably be a terrible real-world warden. Just too nice. Iron Fist, yeah, totally. That's me. I think the dormitory should be minimum security only. Logistics, no. Deployment. But that cuts off the shop for people. Let's see. What if I added another shop front? Shop front. Over by the library. And I dismantled these two shelves. Is there a riot or are they just eating loudly? No, they're just being loud. Yep, there was a riot. Never mind. This guy, unconscious. Intelligence. Informants, none. However, I can see all the volatile prisoners. There's this guy locked up in solitary. This guy, maximum security. Fearless, tough. Tough is fine. They're not gonna just randomly punch stuff, but they do hit harder. Fearless instigator. You, my friend, are now maximum security, whether you like it or not. Strong. just means he punches harder. Extremely quick. Stoical means punishment won't work on them. Stoical. Some question marks, which I need an informant for. That should work. You would throw everybody in solitary? They found a tunnel. Those horrible people are trying to escape. I wonder whose cell it is. I'm going to have to actually manually remove tunnel, but I don't know where that is. Remove tunnels. There we go. It's a good thing I did that shakedown. It's not like they really went anywhere because I have this building in the way, and building is really hard to tunnel under. But still, not cool. Still finding luxuries and stuff. Jeez, guys. No. Bad. Bad prisoners. Bad. Not cool. Alright, now that that's taken care of, I can finish these cells. I am actually going to put radios in 2 of the cells. That way the best behaved volatile people get radios. Hooray! I can't beat up the bad prisoners. The most I can do is throw them into solitary. But I can put them in solitary for basically forever. Especially after I unlock legal. Like, then I can actually put them in solitary forever. With like 1 button. Oh, I think the lights covered some of the objects. Okay, that's what it is. I am going to need a serving table. I can never tell which is the front. I think that's the back, but I'm not sure. I mean, there's a knob and then there's a red dot. Maybe the knob is the front? I'm not sure if the grill is the front or the back. Does anybody know anything about buffet tables? Can anybody help with that? Does the grill go on the front or the back? The front has the bars. Thank you. And I put it like this. Yes. Oh, okay. The rails are for the trays. That makes so much sense. Because I could never figure it out. I didn't know which way was forward. Some tables. Here. Here. Here and here. And then some benches. Here. Here. This is way too much seating for the prisoners that I'm holding, but totally fine. I am playing whatever the latest version is. It's like before update 2, but after update 1. I think. I need a sink. And a bin. And 2 cookers. And there's stuff flashing on the side that I can't really see. Cancel that. Put it like this. There we go. Some fridges. Here and here. Utilities. Hook up that sink. Just like this. Actually, I'm gonna put in more utilities because these things need power. And that should do it. it should automatically attach to the second one because it already has like a power cord there. Yeah, I think it did. Should be fine. Same with the fridges. Maybe not the fridges, I'll keep an eye on it. Rails go in the front. That's pretty amazing. Now I know forever. So this is a shower, these are cells, they need doors. And every time I put on a door, it's gonna say, hey, you have room for more prisoners. Hooray. Prisoners who behave well will get the good rooms, and then they'll keep behaving well because they want to keep the good rooms. But the prisoners with the less good rooms are going to misbehave a little more. That's the unfortunate thing. I am going to actually decorate the hell out of this place. Since I have 43,000. So the shower will get white tile. In between we'll get metal floors because it looks prison-y. The kitchen will have marble tiles, but only the staff will see, so it doesn't totally matter. Maybe I'll put marble tiles in the whole canteen. I already put white tiles in here. And I guess everybody can have... No. Look at the metal tiles in here too. Because it looks prison-y. Look how prison-y it is. They will hate it. And that's the point. But the kitchen looks nice. And the shower looks like a shower. And that's like the whole idea. These other guys, are you guys behaving? Better check up on you. Work. So some are gonna clean, some are gonna go with their religious leader. See, here's another religious leader. Saw like probably a Catholic guy, maybe. Good luck, Spunk. Have fun at not school. Some are gonna like go to the psychologist. This guy's gonna listen to radio. Some are gonna cook in the kitchen, which is pretty nice actually, because then they can clean and they can cook. And I think I've been feeding everybody. Maybe? I'm gonna put in more cookers. Cooker. Here we go. And more fridges. Because when you run out of fridges and cookers, whoops, singular, then they get all sad and stuff. I'm also going to... I guess I don't need to drag utilities, it's just gonna hook itself up. Except for these fridges down here. That should be fine. There you go, cook your prison stew. That guy wants literacy. But I don't think he can read quite yet. People are going to the shop here and here. Both. Cool. So they can spend their money. I'm actually going to put in some metal detectors. Here, here, and here. Metal detectors in the library. Yep. Make sure that I have the utilities touching those metal detectors. Yep, prison stew. They get cabbages and potatoes because I did not make their food of a high variety. If you up the variety, you get more stuff like bacon and other. I'm not really sure. I'm actually going to up the variety just so people can see. Because Because now I'm curious. High variety, $30 a day. But it does make them a lot happier. And I'm still making $2,600 a day. So it's all good. Some floor cabbages. You poor floor cabbage. Then you can see the bacon and the other things that I don't remember. And I'll be in deliveries. So right now it's just potatoes and cabbages. Does anybody get mail? Is the mailroom like ever in stock? Employment. No. Yes. Logistics. Mailroom. Qualified prisoners. 19. But only 4 working here. They should be lighting up, but they're not. I'm not sure why. Qualified prisoners, 5. And as soon as they decide that they want to work at the library, they will. And for the deployment, this will be minimum security in the shop and the dormitory. So the minimum security doesn't cause trouble, and the shop is only run by minimum security, so they probably won't take contraband. However, the library can be shared. So it's all good. All works out. Prisoners are guards are switching prisoners so that it's all minimum security, these gray suit dudes. So they don't cause trouble. And the shop is so filled up. I wonder if there's a way that I could make this like shared security. If I put a door in there, will that ruin it? I also need another metal detector if I do that, though. But I'm committed to it. I will totally do that. Now let's see. Deployment. Why is this? I don't understand why it's not separating the whole room. I just don't get it. I'll figure it out eventually. Why are you one room? Need to go into utilities though. Electricity, there we go. Even if it's not hooked up, prisoners will probably still try to avoid it. That may or may not be part of their AI. Not super sure. That guy has booze. In the visitation center, really? Visiting families are giving contraband. It's time for a shakedown. Again. At least they're finding contraband in eggs. You get eggs, you get bacon, potatoes, cabbages. Shouldn't there be one more ingredient? I don't know. But it's gonna make them happier to have a variety. Does the dorm not have a door? There's a door here and a door here, so it should be separated. But maybe the door is on wrong. I will find that out in a minute. They are checking everything. People are actually sorting books now. Take care of that literacy need. Let's see if the door makes a difference. I thought I put it on right, but that doesn't mean that I actually put it on right. So we'll figure it out. Watch the whole shakedown from here. Watch everybody run around. Be super tiny. It's volatile guys are in this yard. I haven't actually barred them from that yard, so it should be okay, but it's still annoying. Yeah, the door looks like it's on, right? But it says it's not. I have absolutely no idea. The door might be bugged, or it could just be stuck open. If I lock it shut, it actually shuts. So I'm not sure. Still, the minimum security prisoners won't really cause a lot of trouble, so it should be fine. "10 prisoners pass. Will they? Will they pass?" Will all these guys eat? Yeah, locked open is just... Oh, this one's locked open. This one's on normal. If I lock it open, it just stays like it is. Locked shut, it shuts. Normal mode, it stays open. No real need to close it. Though maybe if I do, it'll... Yeah. There is something seriously weird. Maybe if I change the brick to concrete? I don't know, shared security is fine. It should be fine. But this guard, he needs to change his deployment to down here. This one should be minimum, and this one should be shared. So if the door is locked shut, for some reason it works. There's a table on the wall? This thing? That's the shop front. I don't know what's going on, really. I guess I'll just dismantle this, put a wall there. It should be fine. But something is wrong. Dismantle, make it normal. Actually, cancel dismantle. Is it different now? Nope. I gotta actually dismantle this door and block it up. Don't know what the deal is. Probably just a glitch. I mean, I would think it was a glitch. It just got out of alpha, like, not long ago. There's gonna be glitches. But I'm cool with it. Oh man, the glitches used to be really hilarious, and now they're mostly gone. But there's still a few quirks here and there. Alright, so I guess the doors should be over here, and not over here. Put a guard in here. Make sure your minimum security. That this is shared, and it should theoretically be fine. So everybody can work in there. Yeah. Room quality. These aren't graded yet, because I did not make them cells yet. Silly me. You are cells. You are a kitchen. I can't spell. I need a canteen. Cab-teen. And a shower. There we go. How dare people not wash the frying pan? I hate it when that happens. They do that to me too. These guys should be stuck here, but I guess they won't be. They can pretty much go anywhere they want, but they'll sleep in these cells, and that's good enough. Maybe this should just be another toilet room. This could be a common room, or... I don't know. I guess I will make it a common room. You can have pretty wooden floors. Still not sure what I need to do with this over here, though. Maybe a teeny tiny cleaning cupboard? I don't know. Games for Impact. Not sure what that could be. A radio and a TV. Death! Take me to it. Who died and why? Dead. Why is he dead? Ah, he's a snitch. I mean, you're not supposed to kill the snitches, but still. Not cool. He's dead because he's a snitch. And I don't even have a morgue. These clothes are on the floor. I really need to get the security room up and running, but I need this room up and running too. So I need all sorts of stuff up and running. I need everything up and running. Just gonna put a sofa over here. Pool table. Phone booth. I guess that's common room enough. Yard. Weapons. Shakedown. No, they don't. There is no prison rape in the game, as far as I know. I don't think they touch a subject unless they can put it in such a delicate manner. Like, death row is really delicate, but they make it such a heavy situation that nobody really wants to do it. And they really respect the topic, so I think they wouldn't put it in the game unless they could do it in a respectful manner. And how do you put that in a prison, in a video game, in a respectful manner? Minimum? Yeah, okay. So much contraband. Alright, security room. I need all sorts of things, including a regular staff door. Security. Objects. Zoom in. CCTV monitor. Office desk. I'll put it in the middle here. A chair, if I can find the chair. All that contraband popping up on screen. Utilities. Cheaper to pull it that way. And I am running out of power, so I'm gonna need a new power station eventually soon. Eventually. What else do I need in here? Filing cabinet. Can do. Phone tap. So I could tap all their phones that they are having. Maybe not there. Maybe... maybe down here? Utilities. Drag the utilities over here. So I can tap their phones. Make sure they're not doing contraband. Calling for contraband. Look at all this food here. Bacon on the floor, eggs, potatoes, cabbages. I guess that's all the ingredients for high quality. Or high quantity. But you know what? Putting the variety back to low. That'll save me a ton of money. I have no CCTVs, so him just standing here is really unnecessary. But I am going to put a staff door here. Floor bacon! Well, if you own a dog, floor bacon is for dogs. They do like floor bacon. These prisoners in their dormitory. These volatile prisoners up here. Some clothes on the floor. Some pills. More contraband. I feel like I need like a million metal detectors. I'm actually going to remove this door. Put a metal detector in there. Assuming it lets me keep the room as it is. How do they get their clothing washed? They're actually allowed anywhere. They're just only allowed to sleep in here. So no minimum security can go in here. When you set a deployment, that means that nobody else can go in that area. But if it's white, it's shared. So everybody can go in that area, no matter who they are. Whether they're minimum, medium, max, protected, or super max. Staff. Green means unlocked, so if I unlock this, they can just basically, the doors never close. I'm gonna stick that back to shared because I don't really want the doors open all the time. However, the unlocked is really useful when you're building and you have prisoners. Because when you're not building, or when you're building and you don't have prisoners, doors are just always unlocked, and it's totally fine. But when you are building and there are prisoners, it gets a little more complicated and the door's locked behind you. So no prisoners can escape. And there needs to be a guard like here always. Guard. There. Guard patrol. Don't need this. There we go. Now they're always monitored. And now when people are in solitary, this guy, what is this object down here? Mail. Letter to Davies, letter from Davies' daughter. Cool. That's always neat to have. So, he's a prisoner. If you go into experience, I think, grading character? There is some way to make him a confidential informant. Logistics, intelligence, informants. No CIs on record, and he's not popping up as a potential CI, so he doesn't actually get to join my crew, and I don't get to. This was arranged 5.5 hours ago. I need to make sure that there's a guard here when that happens. Fearless instigator, extremely quick, volatile. Like a guard here, checking this guy out. He must have set off the metal detector. There's a whole bunch of guys in here. Some mail. I like that they get mail. I think that's really cool. But anyway, I'm gonna let the game play. And hopefully I get a confidential informant. So I can show you. Guard, no! Alright, he beat up the prisoner. Quick, unconscious. These guys are working. That guy probably tried to escape. And that's why the guards are beating him up. And so far I haven't had any riots, and that's really neat. Phones can open cardboard boxes? Get in your cells. Is he volatile? No. He should be fine. But no riots if you run your prison right. I mean, there's still gonna be riots, but... Let's see. Intelligence. Informants. Nobody wants to be an informant for me. Estimated reoffending rate, 84% chance? He doesn't have a reputation, so I can't, like, change his security so that he goes into the up here. But this guy is maximum security. He probably just waltzed into the prison, like through the bus system. That's why I have him. Because the game is pretty smart, and if you have room for maximum security, they will start sending you maximum security prisoners. Good job. Phones can do anything, like hit boxes. I really want an informant. It would be really neat to show you guys. Scissors and stuff. I'm actually going to do a quick little shakedown. Not a whole shakedown, but search cell block. Search cell block and search cell block. And that way, if they're hiding anything, then I can get rid of it. But if they have it on them, I probably can't get rid of it. And like, practically all the cells have drains now because they like to punch toilets. That guy had a cell phone. I don't understand why he wanted to... Somebody wanted to get bleach over here. Probably already did. But didn't just go to the cleaning cupboard down here, because that's where all the bleach and poison is. Man, these guys. So much stuff. Alright, get in solitary. Let me take you as a potential CI. Please? These guys don't like solitary, but they're still not letting me hire them as informants. They probably get money for it, too. So, now that I've opened up my prison to these maximum security guys, just life is gonna be that much harder. Do you guys want to be informants? This guy does. And now he doesn't. Because he was set free. That's not fair. Marples, what are you doing here? I remember you. You've been in this prison for a long time. Unless you're another Marples. Man, I really wanted him. He was gonna be my little informant and tell me things and go to the security. But nobody's doing that. Free time, so they get to do whatever they want. These guys want to play in the yard. Because as we all know, prisoners are 2-year-olds with knives. 2-year-olds with knives. Somebody needs to be searched in here. As soon as I get a CI. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm gonna zoom out when I see that yellow show up. Why are people not happy? That guard is not happy. 33 prisoners have serious complaints. About what? Is it because I decreased their food variety? Alright, those guys, they looked like they were escaping, but they're just wandering around. Going to the shop. Wow. Somebody wasn't. It was yellow? Where? I don't see one. Not up here. Not down here. Maybe it's the Twitch lag. That would be sad. Do you want to be a CI? No. Aw. I'm sorry, E10. Ooh, this guy does. Character? Here we go. Experience. Recruit. Yes! Yes, now he can tell me what's going on in my prison. Then he gets released. Here you go, janitor. This guy's just standing here, so I'm gonna actually search him. He's gonna get searched for standing around. I'm also going to go into intelligence. My informant. I'm going to activate him. He's going to be dragged into security. I'm gonna figure out what his deal is. Alright, now he's telling me all the secrets. Like, if he gets to know this person, he's gonna clear up what his reputation is, and that's gonna be a relief. And these reputations, and that has a saw in it, and this egg is cracked. And he can tell me of the prison, like, where all the contraband is. He doesn't know what these guys' reputations are. I might need to run the game just a little bit. That guy has a cell phone. He's gonna tell me some things. Mysterious reputation. Doesn't look like there is anything in here. No contraband or anything. I also have to deactivate him so that he doesn't, like, get killed. His reputation is also unknown. So just look at the cell blocks. It looks okay for now, so I'll deactivate you. That way your suspicion goes down and I can use you later. Didn't I deactivate you? I did. Okay. Yes. Yes, when you crack an egg, it is instantly a fried egg. Yes, all water instantly freezes. Alright, so I guess that informant didn't really have anything to tell me. And I might put their food variety as medium. It's kind of costly, but it'll make them a little happier, and I'll do it. That guy had a drill. I'm going to do a shakedown, and when the shakedown ends, I think I'll end the stream. So while that happens, thank you everybody for showing up. If you have any quick questions that I can answer quickly while this shakedown is underway. Metal detector at the canteen. That is exactly what I wanted to do and I forgot about. Thank you. Okay, well that's building up. Any other questions? And yes, I'll be archiving this on YouTube. And I have a link for that down in all those little description boxes. When is next stream? It's sporadic, I have no idea. I don't really pick a time, I just kinda. Why are you still awake? Because you wanted to see some Prison Architect and you got to. And it's almost over, so you get to sleep. Random days, yes, definitely. I have absolutely zero schedule, but December's been really busy because I've kind of been moving. I'm in my old place. I still have my new place to set up. Next stream is basically, yeah, what E10 said, when the email shows up. Come on, shake down. I wish I could tell you there was a schedule. Anyway, I'm going to save this. What day is today? 4 December 2015. Save. Pause. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for showing up, and for those people new here, I'm Josephine. And thank you for showing up. And for those old here, well, you already know who I am. Thank you for showing up. And I'll see you next time, whether it's YouTube or Twitch. Somewhere. Have awesome days. For people who need sleep, get some rest. For people who are awake, happy awake time. And I'll see you guys next time, maybe. And if not, have a great forever. Bye.